The American dream has faced challenges throughout history, but today's obstacles from economic inequality to rising living costs pose some of the greatest tests yet. Many Americans feel the dream slipping away, yet others are adapting, finding new ways to define success in a rapidly changing world. The dream may not look the same as it did decades ago, but its core hope, opportunity, and the pursuit of a better life remains alive. So the question isn't just whether the American dream is fading, but how we choose to pursue it in today's reality. Are we ready to redefine success, embrace new opportunities, and fight for upward mobility in modern America? Share your thoughts, reflect on your own path, and consider what the dream means to you. The future of the American dream depends not just on society, but on the choices we make every day. As we wrap up, it's clear that the American dream is no longer the same as it once was. The path to success may be more complicated, the hurdles higher, and the opportunities less evenly distributed than in previous generations. Yet, that doesn't mean the dream is dead. It's evolving. Today, it's less about following a set blueprint of homeownership, stable job, and retirement, and more about finding your own version of success. Whether that means building a business, pursuing your passion, or simply creating a life of stability and fulfillment. The challenges are real, from rising costs and debt to shrinking social mobility. But the stories of resilience, innovation, and determination remind us that opportunities still exist for those who are willing to adapt and persevere. The American dream may be changing, but its essence, hope, ambition, and the pursuit of a better life. So, the question is not whether the dream is fading, but how we choose to pursue it in today's world. Please tell in comments, what does the American dream mean to you, and how will you define it for your own life? The American dream has always promised upward mobility, a chance to improve your social and economic position. But today, social mobility is declining, and the opportunities once available to hardworking Americans are harder to reach. Education was supposed to be a key equalizer, but skyrocketing tuition and student loans have made college a financial gamble for many families. Access to high-paying, stable jobs is increasingly limited to those with connections, advanced degrees, or luck. Meanwhile, automation and the gig economy are reshaping the job market, leaving traditional paths to success less secure. Research shows that children born into lower-income families are less likely to move up the economic ladder than in previous generations. In this chapter, we'll highlight stories of those who struggle to climb despite talent and effort, as well as examples of individuals who have beaten the odds. Through interviews, statistics, and expert commentary, we'll explore whether the American dream is still attainable or if structural barriers are blocking the path for millions. Homeownership has long been a central symbol of the American dream, representing stability, success, and the ability to provide for a family. Yet, for many, owning a home is becoming nearly impossible. Median home prices have surged, often requiring dual incomes just to afford monthly payments. Renters face similar struggles, with some paying more than half their income for housing. Beyond housing, Americans are confronting lifestyle challenges that impact quality of life. Healthcare costs are rising, retirement planning feels uncertain, and everyday expenses leave little room for savings or emergencies. Even middle-class families feel the pressure. These challenges are forcing people to adjust their expectations, delaying marriage, children, or major life investments. In this chapter, we'll examine how housing and lifestyle pressures shape the modern American dream, highlighting stories of families making difficult choices and showing how economic realities influence both aspirations and daily life. The American dream is not only about money, it's about what people value in life. Today, younger generations are redefining success. Millennials and Gen Z often prioritize work-life balance, flexibility, and meaningful work over purely financial gain. Experiences, travel, and personal fulfillment are increasingly valued over material possessions, while older generations equate the dream with homeownership and financial security. Younger Americans are adapting to a reality where these milestones are harder to achieve. Entrepreneurship, remote work, and creative careers are emerging as new pathways to a fulfilling life. In this chapter, we'll explore how values are shifting and what these changes mean for the concept of the American dream. Through interviews and examples, we'll see that even as traditional pathways to success narrow, people are finding alternative ways to achieve satisfaction and purpose. Despite the challenges, the American dream is not dead, it's evolving. Stories of resilience, innovation, and determination continue to inspire. Small business owners, young entrepreneurs, and families finding creative solutions demonstrate that opportunity still exists for those willing to adapt. Government policies, community programs, and educational initiatives aim to restore pathways to upward mobility, even in a complex economy. In this chapter, we'll highlight these success stories, showing how individuals and communities are finding ways to thrive. While the landscape has changed, the core ideals of hard work, perseverance, and ambition remain relevant. The message is clear. While achieving the traditional dream may be harder than ever, redefining it to match today's reality can still lead to meaningful success. One of the biggest challenges to the American dream today is the economy. In the past, hard work often led to upward mobility, but for many Americans now, that path is narrowing. Wages for the middle class have stagnated for decades, while the cost of living, especially rent, healthcare, and education, has skyrocketed. According to recent data, nearly half of Americans struggle to cover basic expenses, and millions are living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership, once a central part of the dream, is increasingly out of reach for younger generations, with median home prices soaring beyond what a typical household can afford. Even full-time workers are feeling the squeeze, and financial instability has become a reality for many families. Gig economy, jobs, and contract work, while offering flexibility, often come without benefits or long-term security. In this chapter, we'll break down the numbers, explore the causes of economic strain, and show how these financial pressures are reshaping the American dream, forcing many to redefine what success and stability mean in the modern world. The American dream is more than just wealth. It represents hope, freedom, and the promise that hard work can change your life. Historically, it has driven generations to pursue education, start businesses, and move into the middle class. After World War II, the United States experienced unprecedented prosperity. Homeownership soared, jobs were plentiful, and social mobility was strong. But today, the landscape looks different. Many Americans feel trapped in cycles of debt, rising living costs, and limited job security. Young people, in particular, face the challenge of building a life while carrying tens of thousands in student loans and struggling to afford a home. In this video, we'll explore why many people believe the American dream is fading, whether social mobility is still achievable, and how shifting values are redefining success. We'll combine statistics, expert insights, and personal stories to paint a full picture of modern America. By understanding the challenges, we can better grasp whether hope is lost or whether a new version of the dream is emerging. The American dream isn't just about wealth. It's about opportunity, freedom, and the belief that your life can improve with effort and perseverance. But today, more Americans are questioning whether those ideals are achievable. Is it still possible for a middle-class family to buy a home in a good neighborhood? Can young people hope to retire without crippling debt? But also discover the ways it's evolving, and maybe, just maybe, why there's still hope for those willing to adapt and fight for it. Have you ever wondered if the American dream, the idea that anyone, no matter where they start, can achieve success through hard work, is still real in 2026? For decades, this dream has been the backbone of American culture, promising that with determination and effort, anyone could climb the ladder of opportunity. But today, reality is hitting harder than ever. From skyrocketing rents to crushing student debt, from unstable jobs to the widening wealth gap, many Americans are asking, is the dream slipping away? Picture graduating from college, full of hope and ambition, only to find that rent consumes half your paycheck. Healthcare costs are unaffordable, and opportunities to advance seem out of reach. In TSB though, we're diving deep into this question, exploring the forces reshaping the American dream and what it really means for people trying to build a better life. We'll hear from real Americans, examine the numbers, and explore whether the dream is fading or merely changing form. Stay with us, because what you see might surprise you. Have you ever stopped to wonder if the American dream, the idea that anyone, no matter where they start, can achieve success through hard work, is still alive today? For decades, this dream has been the backbone of American culture. The promise that with determination and effort, anyone could climb the ladder of opportunity. But in 2026, things are looking different. Across the country, rising housing costs, crushing student debt, and stagnant wages are making many wonder if that promise is fading. Imagine graduating from college with hope and ambition, only to find that rent is skyrocketing, jobs are insecure, and the path to financial stability feels like an uphill climb with no end in sight. That contrast, the dream versus reality, is exactly what we're exploring in this video.